Hey, and welcome. Today we are diving into one of the absolute most important skills you need for managing your cloud strategy, and that is simply asking the right questions. We're going to arm you with the critical questions you need to be asking your cloud vendors so that you stay in the driver's seat and dodge that dreaded vendor lock-in. All right, before we jump in, a really quick but important note. This is Module 8 of our 9-part series on avoiding vendor lock-in. This provides general principles and is not intended to provide legal advice. You should always work with competent legal counsel familiar with the laws and regulations in applicable jurisdictions. So let's just start with a really basic question. Are your vendors locking you in without you even realizing it? It's actually surprisingly easy to just kind of drift into dependency. One service at a time, one API call at a time. But the power to stop this, it starts way before you write any code. It all begins with the conversation. And that's exactly why we've put this strategic playbook together for you. I want you to think of this as your guide for every single procurement talk, every contract negotiation, every business review. This isn't just about the tech. It's about holding on to your strategic freedom. So, we're going to structure our playbook around 4 crucial areas. First, data portability and migration. Then, we're going to get into the real story on pricing and fees. After that, it's all about APIs and standards. And finally, we'll talk about flexibility and control. So let's start with the one thing that's most important, your data. First up, protecting your data's freedom. See, your data has gravity. It's almost always the heaviest, most valuable thing you have in the cloud. And because of that, it's the hardest thing to move. And that makes it the #1 target for lock-in, whether it's intentional or not. So the single most important question you need to have an answer for at all times is this. How easily can you take your data and just leave? If the answer is, I don't know, or wow, that would be really, really hard, well, then you've got a problem. How your vendor answers this is a huge tell. So here's exactly what you ask them. First, what tools do you provide to export our data in standard, open formats? And you really got to lean on those keywords, standard and open. Next up, and this one is just brilliant. Can you provide examples of customers who have successfully migrated away from your platform? Their answer, or maybe even their silence, will tell you everything you need to know. And finally, you put them on the spot. What assistance do you offer for customers who need to migrate? All right, let's move on to our second area, uncovering the true cost. Because vendor lock-in isn't just a technical problem, it's very often a financial trap, built out of hidden fees and penalties that only pop up when you're trying to head for the exit. Now, what's so telling here is the contrast. Vendors are amazing at advertising the sticker price. The super low compute costs, included storage, all the promo credits. But the total cost, the one that really matters for lock-in, that's buried in the fine print. We're talking sky-high data egress fees, painful early termination penalties, and the hidden cost of relying on their proprietary services. To get to the truth, you have to be direct. Start with the big one. What are your data egress fees and how do they scale? This is basically the price they charge you to get your own data back. Then, see how flexible they are. Are there negotiable caps for data transfer specifically for a migration? And finally, demand total clarity. What are the exact financial penalties for early contract termination? Don't let them give you an estimate. Ask for the formula. Okay, our third category, this one is all about the technical DNA of the services you're using. Proprietary APIs and non-standard ways of doing things, they're like the silent architects of lock-in. They weave the vendor's ecosystem so deep into your applications that pulling them apart becomes this massive re-engineering project. And this brings up a huge strategic question you should always be asking your own team. Are we building on open ground or in a walled garden? See, open standards are like building with universal parts. You can get anywhere. A walled garden? Well, it uses custom-made pieces that only work in that one place. The convenience of that garden might be tempting, but the freedom of open ground is priceless. So you've got to press your vendor on this. Ask them for a clear breakdown. Which of your services are based on open standards versus your own proprietary ones? And then think about the future. What's your policy on getting rid of features that we depend on? You have to know your roadmap isn't going to get blown up. And finally, this is a great culture fit question. Do you participate in open source initiatives? This tells you if they're a real community player or if they're just trying to build their own little empire. And all of this leads us to our final and maybe the most important area of questioning, maintaining your own flexibility and control. Because at the end of the day, you're renting resources. You have to make sure the terms of that rental don't turn you into a permanent tenant who has no say in anything. Yeah, and this image just says it all, doesn't it? A vendor's platform is a tool, not a final destination. It's supposed to empower you, not constrain you. Real cloud freedom means you have control over your own tools, your update schedules, your configurations. It should never, ever feel like a cage, no matter how golden the bars are. To make sure that doesn't happen, ask these very specific questions. First, about your tools. Can we use our own third-party tools for monitoring and management, or are we going to be forced into your ecosystem? Next, about your process. How much control do we have over update schedules and mandatory feature changes? You need to be in the driver's seat. And this is critical for transparency. Can we export and audit our complete configuration and security policies? Because you can't control what you can't see. So here's the most crucial point of all. These are not just items on a technical checklist for your IT team. Asking about data egress fees, open standards, and tool flexibility, these are fundamental questions about who has strategic control over your business's digital future, you or your vendor. And if you take away just one thing from this whole explainer, please let it be this. Your best tool against lock-in isn't some new piece of software or a super complex architecture. It is a simple, well-timed, and insightful question. It's about turning every single conversation with a vendor into a chance to declare your independence. So, I'm going to leave you with this thought. Based on everything we've just covered, what is the one question that you're going to ask your cloud vendor tomorrow? Really think about it, write it down, and then go ask it. That's the first step on the road to true cloud freedom. Thanks for tuning in.